very good servant. And we need to get back to regulating the financial market, making the financial market doing what it should do, which is providing investments for the real economy, but not being all the economy. We cannot have a financial market that is ruled by psychology and that is ruled by greed. We need to have an economy that puts people first, that puts people to work, and which is showing that there is a way that we all actually can share, that we all actually can live together. And that is the Solidaric Action, because we have to remember that the crisis 2008 became a crisis for us. But all over the world, people have been living in a crisis of poverty, of food, of climate for a long time. And it is now time for international solidarity, and it is time for international action. And that is why we in UC is now saying it's time to democratize the global economy. It is time to find also the global solutions. In these times, we have to realize that we cannot stand alone. We need to stand together. We need to get all of the progressive forces in, and we need to have a global democratic governance which looks out for people. And that is providing justice, growth, sustainability, prosperity, and that, my friend, must be a global welfare state. And it is up to the young generation. It is up to the young generation. Look in Egypt, look in Tunisia. The Arab Spring, the democratic revolution in North Africa and Middle East showed that democracy cannot be rejected in any part of the world. And it was a young generation who took to the streets, who claimed their rights out of a call for social justice and a call for free and fair elections. They are facing a long and a widening road to democracy that will not be easy. But we as progressives, we will be there to support. I know that USIS is already engaged, so is UC, and we will show political alternatives. We will show that we can be partners, that we can create a new chapter of democratization, that we can create a new chapter of organizations joining UC, that we can create a new chapter of democratization. We will show that the conservatives and their trade agreements will be outruled by our partnership agreements, where we are together sitting down and we are entering a new chapter of this world. And in Middle East, for me as a Swedish social democrat, for you as German social democrats, our hearts will always belong to Israel and Palestine, where our friends is also here from Israel and Palestine with us. And that is, my friend, an easy conflict. It's an easy conflict in the sense that it's two people that deserve to live side by side in security, in democracy, in freedom, and in prosperity. And I don't really understand what it is that the world leaders have so hard getting regarding that. But we are showing, our friends in Israel, Palestine, UC is showing that there is an alternative and that the young generation is ready to take that lead. And you are every day practicing it together with us in the Willy Brandt Center, in the Willy Brandt House in Jerusalem. That is providing international solidarity, that is providing the dialogue that is needed, and that is showing, giving the examples that for different road is taken, the road goes to democracy, the road goes to peace. And the Willy Brandt Center is not only bringing together Israelis and Palestinians, it is also bringing together us, UC, Europeans, Germans, Swedes. And I maybe did not find the love of my life at the Willy Brandt Center, but almost. In the Willy Brandt Center I did find my UC Vice President, Cordula Drautz, and a lot of other friends. And I don't know if you should say this in Germany, but I mean, Cordula is not always in time. Most of the time, she's on time, but mainly she is timeless. She is timeless in the politics. She's timeless in looking after our principles and values of UC, of social democracy, and developing them, taking them to the next step. being able to make the analysis, being able to put forward the policy suggestions, and being the political driving force of UC. And that, Cordula, I want to thank you, so does the President, for contributing, being and pushing us and taking us to the next level. But I will not miss you, because I know that we will keep in contact. Because we have had lots of fun. We did some travels. I'm not going to tell you about all of them because it might get confusing. But UC during these last years have been trying to make a work of reforming its organization, strengthening it, developing, becoming politically relevant, and also picking up on the challenges that we have, which I really think is facing the democratic situation in the world, which is facing the global economy, and also being the self-critic voice within inside of the movements. Because I said, in Europe, we are not actually governing. We have to self-critically ask ourselves, how does that come? And we in UC, we have asked ourselves the question, why are we not progressives? Why are the Socialist International not leading? Why are we not reaching forward? And then we have decided and we have become the strongest voice of reform of the Socialist International, the strongest voice of putting forward and saying, hey, you guys, you need to do a lot better, or you get out of the picture, and then we're getting there. And that is what youth organizations is about, and that is that I know that UC will continue doing, and that USOS will continue doing. And I am grateful to a lot of people in USOS. Sasha, Jan for supporting, Simone, which I met a lot of times, Nils, Sylvia, Dörte, Kai, and of course Judith. Thanks to all of you for supporting UC, for supporting me, for taking the political lead, and for practicing solidarity every day. Thank you.